This must be the year that Halle Berry expresses her naivety to the world. If you were following my old channel, you would know that I did a video talking about how Halle Berry was expressing that she now knows what the racism feels like because of, how the Oscars is. As you all know, she is the first and currently only black woman to win a Best Leading Actress Academy Award in that category. She's not the first to be nominated, but she's the first to win. But she won it for that movie Monsters Ball, where she played one of her most stereotypical roles ever. And it took her 16 years, because Monsters Ball came out in 2001. It took her 16 years, 15 years since she won to actually realize what actually happened. I'm like, you're about 15 years too late, Halle. You're about 15 years too late. Well, I just got sent this new, it was actually like, I guess you could say a meme, but then I actually found an article that was attached to it, talking about her and her ex-husband, Gabriel Aubrey, who was this guy right here in this picture with her. Now, I don't know if they were married at the time when this picture was taken, but it looks like they were dating. This looks like it could have been about 10 years ago, this picture right here. And now what has come out is that Halle says that her ex, this guy right here, because they have a daughter together, her name is Nala, and I'm going to pull up a picture of her in a second, and it's the reason why I'm having his picture up with her, because I want you to get a good look at his face, because when I pull up the daughter, I want y'all to see who she pulls more from, just by looking at their, between Halle and this guy here. But anyway, Halle came out and said that he told her that he was attempting to erase his daughter's blackness. And not only did he do that or say that, she also said that he called her a nigger. I said, well, that's no surprise there. But this is also the same ex that her next guy that she got in a relationship with, who was another white guy, who I think she had a child with him, ended up damn near beating life out of this guy right here. Like, he beat the shit out of this guy. Like, I would put the picture up, but it's like too graphic. But let me just tell you, like, he blacked this guy's eye so bad, he damn near knocked it out of its socket. He damn near looked unrecognizable. You would think that it was straight out of a Hollywood movie set. Like it almost looked like you would think a makeup artist did it. Like, it was that bad. But they're saying that she's reportedly saying that he called her a nigger and that he's trying to erase their daughter's blackness. Now, I saw the picture of their daughter, which I'm going to pull up in a second. She's like, on the light side, has that curly hair and whatnot. All I have to say to Halle Berry is this. What did you expect? Really, what did you expect? It's so unfortunate because Halle Berry, back in the 90s, was probably one of the most sought out women in Hollywood. Everybody wanted to work with her. A lot of women wanted to be friends with her, and a lot of men wanted to be with her. But over the years, it seems like she just made some bad decisions with the men she's been with, or maybe she's been the common denominator. Because I believe she was with this guy named David Justice. Then, of course, everyone knows when she was married to Eric Benet, and then the two white guys that she went with and had 2 children with. And all of them ended, and it's like, damn, how could anyone cheat on Halle Berry? Like, this woman is gorgeous. But then it's pretty much like when she got with these white guys, then we started to realize, okay, maybe it's something wrong with her. Maybe she's the common denominator of all her relationships. So now, all of this stuff that's coming out involving her ex with their daughter. Her name is Nala. And hold on, I'm going to pull up a picture of her right quick. Hold on right quick. Okay, so now I have a picture of all 3 of them. As you can see, this is Halle right here. That's Gabriel Aubrey, and that's their daughter. Now, who do you think the daughter pulls more from? Her dad or her mother? If you said her dad, you would be absolutely correct. This girl is like the striking image of her dad. So we know who he pulled from more. Now, the reason why that probably is because Halle Berry is of mixed race herself. She has a white mother and a black dad. Now, if she was straight up and down a black woman, she probably would have pulled more from her. But also, I believe he's foreign in some aspect. I'm not sure. That name sounds a little bit foreign to me. And you know, those foreign genes also work in mysterious ways as well. But still, she pulled more from her dad. Now, what's going to end up happening is if her daughter grows up and gets with a white man, you can pretty much kiss those black genes goodbye. Because, like I said, Halle Berry is of mixed race herself. It's done. It doesn't even need to take a couple of generations for it to be gone. It'll be done within the next generation if their daughter ends up with a white guy. But I just wanted to give you that little overview right there. But now I'm going to get into this story about Halle alleging that her ex wants to erase their daughter's blackness. He said Halle Berry took her ex and and father of her daughter, Gabriel Aubrey, to court back in 2014. It seems that he attempted to alter their daughter Nala's looks to make her more European and less black. In her testimony, Halle, who is mixed race, also revealed that Gabriel called her a nigger. Mail Online reported that Halle provided the court with a personal note that Gabriel had written her in which he called her a nigger. The note was presented as evidence to support her claims that Aubrey had something against African Americans. Of course, she probably didn't think that when they were dating and whatnot, but you know how that goes. The letter was used to also explain why he changed the texture and color of their daughter's hair to blonde. Halle was furious Gabriel was straightening Nala's natural curly hair while also lightening it with highlights. Halle was convinced that he did this because he does not want the girl to appear more African American. They ruled neither Halle nor Gabriel could change Nala's look from its natural state. The documents reveal that Judge Juhas said the racial epithet made by petitioner Gabriel Aubrey was and is completely unacceptable. Nala is a child of both these parents. Making this sort of comment about respondent Halle Berry affect the very core in being of Nala. And when petitioner attacked respondent for what she and who she is, he was attacking Nala because Nala is part respondent and Nala is part petitioner. So when petitioner did those things, that does serious damage to Nala because he is attacking her core being who she is. Halle's testimony accused her ex of dyeing Nala's hair blonde and straightening her hair texture. I strongly feel that Gabriel's same underlying attitude is at the root of the changes which only he could have been causing to our daughter's hair. Halle also discussed how she has secured scientific evidence to prove that she is not delusional, as Gabriel had called her, about the extensive damage and the changes to the texture and color of Nala's hair that were observed by me. I was not willing to allow this to be he said, she said dispute. She also said, I continue to worry about the potential psychological and physical damage to Nala that can be caused by the use of chemical hair treatments and the psychological message that it conveys to Nala, and to implore the court to put a stop to Gabriel's attempt to alter our daughter's appearance and most probably cause her to wonder why her natural appearance is not good enough. Well, I will give Halle this one thing right here. At least she does not want her daughter to have self-hatred. I will give her that, because some women would let this just slide. So I give her kudos in that aspect. However, Halle had to have known what the hell she was getting herself into. The minute that her ex called her a nigger, which I don't know if he did this before or after he started to make these altering changes to their daughter, and I'm willing to bet it was probably before and maybe during. That's when she should have known that she needed to get herself and her daughter away from this guy. He's changing her appearance. See, the thing is, he already has it where the skin complexion is light enough that he knows that she could pass, but he knows that the hair texture would give her away as her being something other than white. So in a way, this guy actually kind of knows how black genetics works, and I'm willing to bet he probably got it from listening to Halle Berry. She probably gave him a crash course on how all of this genetic stuff works, and he said, I can use this to my advantage, and I can try to make my daughter appear to be less black and more white. He knows how the world is going to see his daughter. He's literally trying to set her up to be another imitation of life. And that's where the self-hate will indoctrinate itself. This is exactly why a lot of people do not like Swirling. This is a perfect example right here. Because you'll have the white parent that will do something like this, and then the black parent that's trying to get away from the situation. But by that time, sometimes it might be too late, or you might have that same black parent who will just go along with it. But this is the consequence of wanting a child with quote unquote good hair. You may want the child with good hair, but that white parent might want something a little bit more extra, or a little bit something offsetting that won't have them identify as what they truly are. Of course, this will backfire on him because Halle Berry is her mother. And everybody knows that Halle Berry ain't white. Or should I say white identified. But this is their issue. Let them deal with it. There's enough stuff going on in the world, but Hollywood has their hands tied up in a lot of bullshit right now. But y'all let me know what you think down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Be sure to check out the links to my email, PayPal, and Patreon in the description. Have your notifications turned on.